Hey, John from Mighty here, and in this video, I'm going to quickly show you guys why the video block jumps to the first frame when it completes and how to prevent it from doing that. I'll also provide you all the JavaScript that you need, so just sit back and relax and enjoy the show. All right, so let's first show off what I'm talking about, and then I'll also show you the JavaScript code that Rise wrote intentionally to get the video to jump back to the first frame. So as you'll see here, we're just at a beach setting. This is the typical video you see when you drop in that Rise video block. And we should end here staring at the horizon, but it doesn't. You'll see immediately it jumps back to the first frame. However, the progress bar shows that we're at the end. Now, why does it do that? Well, if we pull up the code that Rise uses, you will see right here that when the video ends, they want to do a couple of things. They want to show the poster image, which doesn't actually happen. They want to get that big play button to show up in the middle, which is great. And then they just want to reset the current time back to 0. Now, why do they want to do that? I have no idea. But for those of you who are creating video content and you actually have something valuable at the end of your video frames, and you want that to just stay there, here is the fastest and easiest way for you to get that to just stick right at the end of your video. FYI, this video is brought to you by one of our fun community members in MC, which is our Maestro community that we've got. I'll have a link also in the description to join that. And if you're enjoying this content, please like and subscribe our channel so others can find us on YouTube. All right, now to implement this, we are going to go to the Theme tab and go under Custom Code. And then we're going to expand this JavaScript section, and you're just going to paste in the code that I've provided in the description. So let me take a brief second to walk through this code. First, we're going to jump down to this, what's called an anonymous function. So it's a nameless function that's going to run. And this is going to set up a mutation observer, which a mutation observer more or less is an event that's watching your HTML or whatever you're listening to, and it will just emit out an event anytime any HTML changes. Now, the reason we need to do this is because these are single page applications within Rise, and so these video elements actually don't exist until you go to that specific lesson and beyond continue buttons and all that fun stuff. So the mutation observer is very important. And then what we need to do is we need to observe the document body for any subtree or child list changes. And when those occur, we're going to look for any video that's not been modified. And if that video is a video we care about, which I'll show up here in this function, we can specify or target this to specific blocks, which I'll show you how to do that here in a second. And then from there, what we're going to do is we are going to say, yep, this has now been mighty modified, and then pass that to this video listener event, which this is going to just do similar to what that other code did, where it just sets up a listener event for when the video ends. And then we're actually going to prevent the Rise logic from firing. We're going to stop propagation and stop it immediately. And then we're going to ensure that that current time is the very last 0.01 second of the video itself, leaving us on that final frame there. Now, if you want to target this to a specific block versus every video block throughout your course, what you can do is just jump to the lesson and the specific video block that you care about. And you'll notice now there's these indicators that Mighty reveals, and these are the block IDs. So what I would suggest you do is if you just copy this block ID, with the quotes included, you can just paste that right here into this list, or if you hit this copy icon, that will also copy that, and then you can remove all of the data ID with the square brackets and everything. But you could just have a comma delimited list of all sorts of block IDs that you care to target this thing specifically for, or as I'd mentioned, just leave that blank and it will work for every single video block throughout Rise. Now, once you've got that set up, just go ahead and hit save. We are going to just jump to preview this. We're going to go into that lesson and we are going to test this. Let's just jump ahead and boom. You'll notice not only did the play button actually come back So not exactly sure where that logic shows up. Most likely it's under the hood of the video.js player itself. But we stayed on the final frame. There's no weird flash that happens to keep us on that final frame. And most importantly, this continue button unlocked as soon as the video finished. Well, now, how exciting is that? You guys are able to be developers by copying my JavaScript code in there, pasting it into that custom code section, allowing those video blocks to just automatically stay on that final frame while still having all of its awesome functionality.